Hello, I'm back at the little Welsh lake where Milo and Cosmo had their little half-hour match yesterday. I didn't get much chance because I was helping both of them, but I think I've earned half an hour off to come back without them. I've got the elasticated whip, I've got a few maggots, I'll show you a few bits that I've got with me, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to be filming this bit because hopefully the action will be too frantic. I've got to keep count of the number of rod I can catch. I'm going to give myself 30 minutes and at the end I'll check back in and let you know how many I caught. I'm a bit delayed starting because a little lad's just come round with his parents. He'd never been fishing, so I let him have a quick go, and he had about 6 bites in the first 2 minutes. So it's looking good to beat Milo's total of 24 or 23 or whatever it was in half an hour. I quite like to get 30-40 fish. Anyway, let's see what happens. I'll let you know shortly. Bye.
Here's the equipment we'll be using. It doesn't get much simpler. It's a cheap whip, 4-metre midi whip that I got on eBay for about a tenner. It's elasticated because there are the odd carp and tension here, so just in case we get anything bigger. I've got about 1/4 pint of maggots, pre-tied Silverfish and F1 Drennan rig, just because it's lying around. It's got size 18 on it, barbless hook. Just happens to be lying around in my bucket bag, but quick and easy to use, and of course most importantly a disgorger for hopefully unhooking plenty of fish really quickly if we need it. And I've got a landing net set up just in case we need it, but I thought we'll mostly be getting little fish, but if we do get a bonus fish then we should be able to deal with it.
Right, I've just bagged one of these little rudd. These are the little fellas I've been trying to catch. We've had quite a few of them over half an hour, and I'll keep on catching, see how many we end up with. See you soon. Another little one. This is what we've been catching for the last half hour or so. Tiny, tiny little rudd. Downside to needing to change maggot is that it slows me down and I probably miss catching at least one fish. It's been a manic half hour. Safe to say, I thought I'd have 30 or 40 fish, and anything like that with the little rudd in here, they're probably only 1 inch or 2 inches long, so they're not massive. There might be the odd bonus 4-ounce fish. I might have scraped 1.5 pounds together, something like that in half an hour. But having said that, the kids between them yesterday had 41 in half an hour. Somehow I've managed 58. Which is a great result, and to be fair, the only reason I caught that few was I dropped probably 10. Tiny little fish flicking around on barbless hooks, and you are going to drop them. But what I will do now is show you fish number 58, which was a bit different to all the other little rudd I've been catching. A nice little bonus that took my maggot just as the pinger went off on my 30-minute timer. So there we have it, 58 fish in 30 minutes. I suspect I could do more. I might give it another try over the rest of the week, but I'll show you my nice little bonus. And here we have it, fish number 58. This nice little tench, I guess it's only about £0.5 pound, something like that, not huge, but trying to get it in shot and hold a slippery tench. You know, they're not the easiest fish to hold, but fish number 58 in 30 minutes, nice little tench. It's a nice little lake this. It's only available to people staying on the site, and the site's not open to guests, so it's a bit of a tricky lake to get onto. There's nothing massive in here. There's a few little tench like this, carp up to low doubles, and it is stuffed full of 1-long or 2-inch rudd. I'll put some stills up of some of the ones we caught, because to be honest, trying to film myself while fishing the whip for half an hour, catching a fish every 30 seconds is nigh on impossible. So anyway, I'll show you more of our Welsh adventures later, and see you soon. Bye. My 30 minutes was up, but I've stayed on and had another dangle anyway, because I've got a few minutes to kill before I have to go back for my tea. And another little bonus tench. So it looks like where I've been feeding right up against these some lilies in the margins, the tench are starting to come in and feed on the maggots now as well, so I'm going to see if I can snag a few more of those. Always a nice little bonus when you're expecting tiny little rudd. We better put this one back.
This is a little spot I've been fishing. It's about 3 foot at most from the bank, but fishing tight up against these little plants. I don't know if they're lilies or exactly what they are, but fishing tight up against these seems to have been producing a few bonus fish which are more than an inch long, and the odd tench. These are one of the prettier little fish that we've been catching. They're, I suppose, a golden rudd, an ornamental form of rudd. You can't see it very well in the light here, but they're really orange, bright orange gold on the flanks, and really deep, let's try and get him back, deep red and orange fins. Beautiful little fish. One on the plate. Doesn't like having cuddles, definitely. One of the places we fish back home has got a few bigger ones in, so we've been trying to get a chunkier one up by around a pound, but at home, and haven't had any joy, so we're just making do with catching these little ones for fun. Cosmo's realised that Daddy's had 50 odd fish in 30 minutes and beat his record, so he's come down to see if he can get it back. And I think, to be honest, the attraction has more been about the tench. But he's now got, what have you got?
I think it's a rod.
Yeah, teeny tiny little rudd. The real reason Cosmo's come down is because he wants to try and sneak out a tench. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, what have you got? He's got something bigger. Oh, have you got a bigger rudd? Oh, that's the biggest one yet.
He's massive.
Is it a rudd or is it a roach? I think that's a roach. That's a roach.
I've just had this roach, but it's not really what I'm aiming for. Well, I don't really want the roach. More bothered about the roach, but I'm really here for the tench.
Yeah, well, those little roach are quite rare in here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, well, better put him back.
Yeah.
I think we need to strike that hard. bait on.
Oh,
Follow it. Oh! And what do you think that was?
tench.
No, I think that was a carp, the way it steamed off. Have you broken it or did it pull out?
Pull out. You saw the end out where I
You got a hook?
Yeah.
Oh, gutted. So whatever that was that Cosmo just lost, unfortunately, it's just straightened the hook a little bit. That wasn't a wide gape like that before.
Can we still use it?
No, we'll change it for a new one.